Coffee's done. Let's have a seat.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Kendall. I hope you're having a great day. I know it's coffee with Kendall, but today it's Arnold Palmer with Kendall. It's my favorite drink in the summertime. It's an Arnold Palmer. A lot of times in the summer, I will make fresh tea because my balcony faces southeast, so I get that. I get that sun first thing in the day. So I like to make sun tea and then bring it in and we'll sweeten it and then get some lemonade in there. Boom, done. Man, I hope you guys are having a great week. Today it's so flippin' nice outside. It's in the 70s. It's just ridiculous how nice it is outside. So I originally made this video a few days ago, and then I kind of scrapped it as God was kind of taking me a different direction with it. And I have a bunch of notes, pages of notes, but I feel today I'm going to just kind of go off script and just kind of talk as friends would talk. I'm 4 or 5 years into this transition, and the last several, maybe 8 months, 9 months, almost a year, I think, I have just not been happy. I've not been happy, honestly, in years. And I get up every day and I keep plugging away. And it's just not getting. I'm not getting anywhere as far as happy or content with where I'm at. And I've talked about in the other, on the videos. As I get older, I'm getting more conservative, and really kind of going back to my conservative Southern Baptist roots that I've had for years, because I was a Southern Baptist pastor for, I think, 7 or 8 years. And so I'm going back, like getting more conservative with a lot of things. And there's a thing out there today, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of different creators, and there's progressive Christianity, and then there's all these other ones. And the thing with progressive Christianity is this, and I understand it. I understand we're an evolving world, and this is a different world than millennia ago. But the one thing that is true is God's word doesn't change. And what I see is a lot of people on both sides, the LGBT side and the Christian side, a lot of people that are twisting the scriptures to fit their narrative. And when you start changing just a little word here and a little bit there, and you twist the meaning to this, and pretty soon you've watered down, and you've taken what God inspired and have changed it. And a lot of what I see with these progressive Christian creators is they don't want anybody to hate them. They're kind of in the world. They want to walk with God. They want to try follow the word, but they're more affirming of the world's stance on things. And that's a dangerous thing, right? That's a dangerous thing to do. And I've made videos just even maybe a month ago, really with kind of that progressive Christianity stance. And the last couple weeks I have been extremely convicted through the Holy Spirit, through the Word, about the progressive Christianity. And the reality is I can't defend what I used to be able to defend scripturally, because I was, manipulate things here and there. And look, I love all of you guys, right? Part of what makes the Kendall effect is I love people, right? And I love being involved in their lives and knowing what's going on and helping them get through stuff. But I can't continue to walk in my current lifestyle of my transition. I've begun to start walking things back. You know, no makeup, no hair. Well, I mean, the hair is still there, right? Hair is never going to leave, but roll back the makeup, the clothes. I got rid of about 80, probably 92, 95% of my makeup is no longer with me, which was quite a bit. I've started to put a lot of my wardrobe away. And again, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else. For me, like I said, I love people and I love being around people and like being involved in their lives and know what's going on and helping them through things. But as for me, I can't affirm the lifestyle I was living. I can't do it in good conscience. You know, and one of the things I want to touch on, and I've seen this in a lot of videos, is people that compare eunuchs to trans people today. Because a lot of trans people will say that eunuchs were trans and all of this stuff. And in the scriptures that I've read and studied, there's no correlation between the two. There's just not. I'm sorry, but that's, again, it's an example of we're creating something that isn't there. And I'll get into the whole eunuch thing in another video because I'm still studying on that. But again, it doesn't, I'm changing, and for me, coming out of this lifestyle, believe me, I've learned a lot. I've learned empathy, grace, love. I've learned all of that on a whole different level. God has done an amazing thing through me during my transition. But for me, the time has come. I've gone as far as I'm going to go with it. I am changing slowly, right? I'm not gonna just cold turkey everything. But I'm having to get up every day and seek God. Like, Lord, you're gonna have to get me through this because there's no way I can do this on my own. And I've been doing just fine with it. You know, when I transitioned, I had to mourn the loss of who I once was. And now I'm kind of at that point where I'm starting to mourn the loss. Right now, I'm not going to change my name back or anything like that. I won't do any of that because I really like my name. I think it's really cool. But for me, I've got to walk this back, and I have a lot of friends in the LGBT community. I really do, and I love them all. I'm just, me personally, I can't continue to affirm that lifestyle. No, I'm not gonna be a hater, or I'm not gonna be browbeaten. I'm not gonna run up down the aisles and dump you over the head with the scriptures. I'm not gonna do that because that's not who I am. Because God works through me in a unique way. Hence the Kendall effect, right? That's just what we do. So moving forward, I'm going to really focus on biblical truth. I still want to focus on people that have been hurt by the church. And continue to minister to them, because a lot of people have been hurt by the church. Church by no means has gotten it right. The church has made a lot of mistakes in how they've treated people, and I'm going to do my part, try help fix that. So anyway, moving forward, it's same me, just going to present differently, and I'm going to teach a scripture from a biblical standpoint, right? Because there is no gray areas in the scriptures. It's black and white. That's it. And in Revelation, I think 3:14, it talks about being a lukewarm Christian. You're either hot or you're cold. Being in the middle, not a good place to be. Will vomit you out of his mouth. In the end, stand before him because you were lukewarm. I've been lukewarm a long time. and I've got to get back to where I once was. Dave Reaver, I don't know if you guys know him. He was burned with a grenade attack in the Vietnam War, and he came back. He's a pretty solid evangelist, been all over the world. And he said, being a lukewarm Christian is like straddling a barbed wire fence. Sooner or later, you're going to get your nuts caught on the barbed wire, right? And it's a weird analogy, but I get it. You got to pick a side, and I've chosen to pick going back to where I need to be with my teaching. So believe me, I'm not going to browbeat anybody. I'm not going to force this stuff down your throat, because that's not how I roll, and that's not effective. It's not an effective way to minister. Because believe me, the church has got a lot of stuff wrong, done a lot of stuff wrong. I've done a lot of stuff wrong. Now I'm going to try to correct those errors that I've made. So moving forward, it's going to still be, biblical aspects of things. I'm just not going to approach it from a progressive Christian standpoint. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to say God's word says but, right? God's word's pretty clear, black and white. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I just want to get this out there. Again, I love all my friends on here, and I'm not in any way bashing you, and I'm not going to ever bash you because you're my friends. And you guys have stood with me through some pretty crazy stuff on my journey. It's just, for me, it's time to go to neutral and reverse course. So I look forward to what God's got coming up for me, and I know He's got something great coming up. I'm going to continue to be the same old me, high energy, like I'm a hugger, and this social distancing's killing people like me, killing us. But we'll get there. Someday we'll be back to where I can be a hugger again. So I just have to reevaluate a lot of relationships, have to reevaluate a lot of things. One of my goals is to re-establish a relationship with my mother, because it has been very bad the last 4 or 5 years. And so I want to reestablish that. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week ahead. It's going to be beautiful all week. And again, I'm just speaking for me, and I'm not putting words in anybody else's mouth. This is just what I'm going through and what I've experienced, and this is my testimony part of it. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your week. Be blessed, be safe, and again, if you need something, message me, Facebook me, text me, Instagram, whatever you need to do. If you get a hold of me, that's how you do it. So anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.